Hello everybody. Today we are going to talk about how to park the car safely in an automatic. It can be CVT, it can be AMT, DCT or DSG or the torque converter. So most of them will have this particular gear modes like drive mode, can be drive sports, or then neutral, then reverse, and then we have what P for parking. So right now it is in drive, handbrake is not engaged, and the foot brake has to be fully depressed. Now the technique here we are going to demonstrate is to make sure that the parking pole, which is a small pin that's on the transmission that locks onto the output shaft, is not damaged, because it has a certain load bearing capacity, and you don't want that to be the primary mechanism to hold the car in place in case we are parking in a steep incline. If you are parking in a slight like a flat plane, then it really doesn't matter much, but as a habit it's always better to let the car settle on the handbrake. So the process is, now let's say we want to put it in park from B or drive modes, any drive modes. It can be reverse also. First thing to do is make sure your foot pedal is fully depressed, and then pull the handbrake to maximum. Pause that, shift your gear lever to neutral, and after that release your foot brake. Now what will happen is, in case based on the, how much the incline is, the car will either settle forward or backward, will drift a bit, will roll a bit, and then the handbrake will take care of to stop the car. That means it's going to hold the car in place, and the entire car load is on the handbrake now. Now pause this, again press your foot pedal, then move it into P. After that you can release your foot pedal. So now what happens is, now the gear pin, obviously the parking pole, that small pin will engage, and then will lock the transmission, means output shaft or output drive, with the transmission. So the benefit with that is, in case the handbrake fails, there's still one more level of safety to ensure that the car doesn't roll in case of any failure of the handbrake. And also the parking pole, which is a small pin, is not taking the full load of the car weight, or the body weight of the car, so the life of that parking pole will be enhanced. And obviously it's inside the gearbox, so if it breaks or it wears down over time by just using the P and not using handbrake, there's definitely a good chance that it will wear down in time, and it might have to be replaced, and that's a very expensive affair. Okay, so this is how you park. And if you want to let's say start from to drive out, let's say your car is parked, you are starting ignition and you want to drive out, the process is the reverse. Now we are in P, and then we have handbrake is engaged. First thing is, you don't release the handbrake until you are in any of the drive mode, or out of the P at least. So put your foot brake in fully depressed, then move into any drive mode, neutral or any drive, let's say in a drive mode, and then after that what you do is, then you can release your handbrake. That's how the parking pin also won't be taking an unnecessary stress, because if you release the handbrake before moving from P to any other modes, gears, what happens is, then the entire load of the car will be on that pin, and when you pull it from P, take it out from P, it's going to be lots of friction on the parking pin, and you might have a problem where it gets stuck, it can't move. So that's how you start driving the car from P. So process is, brake fully depressed, pull out from P to any other gears, and then release the handbrake. Okay, I hope it makes it clear. So I'll again put it back to parking, brake fully pressed, handbrake on, move it to neutral, release the foot pedal, let the car settle down on the handbrake, and then from there move it to B, and then release your foot brake. So that's how you park your car safely for any automatic, be it a CVT, torque converter AT, AMT, DSG or DCT. Hope this helps. Thank you guys. Have a great day.